Well, some areas in Knoxville and across East Tennessee are still recovering from flood damage because of last week's storms. Heavy rains swept in and caused severe water damage. You're looking at video from an apartment complex in Knoxville near UT campus. Take a look at how these cars were flooded out.
That's right. Some of those damaged cars could end up on the used car market soon, especially with the shortage in the auto industry we're seeing right now.
10 News reporter Jacinta Render shares some tips so you don't put your safety and your money at risk.
Tennessee's Attorney General's office warns that flood-damaged cars could show up at dealerships and some sellers may not disclose the damage on the title. Here are some things you can look for if you're in the market for a used car.
It does happen, and sometimes it's important to define what it means for a car to be flood damaged.
Brian Moody from Auto Trader says any amount of water could damage a car, but the worst would come if it's been totally flooded.
What you want to be careful about is a car that's either been completely submerged or has been submerged up to the hood.
Moody also says, unfortunately, later down the road, a water-damaged car could end up in the hands of someone else without them even knowing what happened.
And so sometimes these cars do make their way back onto the used car market. Sometimes a person did their best to fix it, and sometimes the damage is still there. So it is important to be aware of those types of things.
Moody says the best way to know is to check the car's history.
Always take it to a mechanic and have it inspected. The mechanic is going to be able to tell, hey, here's some issues with the car that you think you might want to buy.
There are signs to look for.
One of the telltale signs of a flood damaged vehicle, of course, is the smell. So if the interior smells mildewy or musty, some places to look as well are the headlights and taillights. Moisture can get trapped in those areas.
And if the price of the car sounds too good to be true, then there's a chance it was water damaged.
You're not going to get a 2-year-old Cadillac for $8,000. That's just not a thing that's going to happen.
The state attorney general's office also says to review the title before paying any kind of money for a car. The title may indicate the car was damaged in a flood. Look for words like flood, junk, rebuilt, or reconstructed.